I have a question, not a question. I have something to know whether the city attorney could handle it or not. And that is, I am seeking information on where would I go to find out what I would have to do in order to file a lawsuit. I'm going to have to file a lawsuit against Chad Stevens because I've been ignoring it and turning around, but it's becoming libelous now. And I think he's taking a personal attack on me that's really ruining my character. I had a real hard time trying to explain to people what his blogs was about. And I still can't explain it because I don't know why he attaches me to everything. Now, either he's going to have to call for a showdown or I'm going to have to file a lawsuit. And I know the lawsuit will not be local because no attorney would take a lawsuit with the municipality with me being an elected official. That means I'm going to have to go out of state. So I want to know what effects, because I'm going to also have to raise funds. I don't have money to waste and to follow up this blogger. And I need to know whether there's an ethics to it or what I have to do to declare a conflict, because my community has asked me to let them help me clear my name.
Yeah, but it's not an ethical issue, and there's certainly no implications with regard to the Chapter 112 state ethics law. So that is not an issue for you. I can that much advice I can give you. But I not only make it a practice. I believe I'm prohibited from advising commissioners with regard to undertaking lawsuits in their personal in the individual capacity, which that would be. So I would be disqualified from providing any guidance or advice in that.
Okay.
But I can advise because I think it is within my area as to Chapter 112 issues. It's not a Chapter 112 issue. But that as far as I could go. I certainly cannot offer any further advice. And
as long as
even if I were competent to do so, which I'm not, but it's an area that I'm not competent in. But I cannot offer advice.
I need to know because I don't want to violate any ethics laws. And I understand.
Well, filing a lawsuit in itself is not a violation of an ethics law.
Okay. Now, if I went out for legal defense fund,
that's a whole different area, and that is an area I can't. You need counsel on that, but not. From
where do you get
attorney. It would have to be from an individual lawyer, not from the city attorney.
As to whether a legal defense fund violates my rights to the Constitution, or
right? I don't advise on that type of thing.
Okay, huh? We're public official, so you can't take money from nobody.
No one's saying that. I'm just indicating that as far as fundraising and individual defense funds and accounts, that is not the city attorney cannot get into that type of thing. I'm advising this body on actions that the city is taking, not individual things of that sort. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, that's a killer. Because if I go out and get an attorney, it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be high. If I go out and I bring in the Southern Law Poverty Center, it's going to look bad. If I go out and get the NAACP lawyers involved, it's going to look bad. But this guy got to leave me alone. I read in the newspaper where Hallandale, he did the same thing to Mayor Joy Cooper. And they came together as a board and defended her. And he doesn't do that anymore. He also went out to Tamarack. And both of them have given advice on, how to stop him, but
Who's giving advice on how to stop?
Well, I'm not going to call a name. I call some names. I'm saying in Hallandale, the reporter back there. But the city of Hallandale stopped Chad Stevens from ridiculing their mayor. The mayor from Tamarack stopped him from coming out there snooping around in his place. That's public record. That's in the Sun Sentinel. But I know what to do from now. I got the question answered. I can't take no money.
No. I can't advise you with regard to fundraising, setting up defense funds. That's not my, first of all, I don't know the area. So you don't want my advice because it's not something I practice in. So, believe me, you don't want me advising you.
Okay.
But the second thing is, that's not a function for the city's council to get into.
Right.
So I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can. I'm indicating, one, I'm not qualified to advise. Two, I don't believe I'm permitted to advise by my position.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank
I'm not
you.
saying yes or no on that.
Thank you, then. I met his attorney coming out of the elevator one day, but I'm just sick of him. That's all I have to say.
Commissioner Popowski?
Hello, my name is David Cody, Deerfield Beach, 441 Northwest 2nd Avenue, the Airwoods area. This is my first time addressing the commission, actually one of my first times at this meetings. I'd like to thank Ms. Poitier for actually inspiring me to get involved with the commission and my city. I've been here for 31 years, and unfortunately I've actually never taken an interest in all of this. But as of now, I have. I started recently, between the blogs of Chad Stevens and Wayne Adams, I started my own blog to try to give a counterpoint or my perspective from a young man's perspective of the events that go on in Deerfield. And through all the news and all of the political rhetoric that I've heard the commissioners in different articles saying that they want unity among the commission, that they want there to be a united Deerfield between District 2, District 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Yet, as I'm here tonight and I hear Ms. Poitier, asking for, I guess, assistance from the attorney about her personal problem.
You can't talk on nothing that's been...
Oh, I know. No, I'm just addressing the board itself. I didn't see any type of camaraderie between you two, or between any of you, to try to support your fellow commissioner. Now, to address something that was blogged on one of Chaz's blogs, where he mentioned something about Ms. Nolan. Now, had I taken all of that up and decided to blog about that and put a lot of information into it, would you have wanted your commissioners to come to your aid? I think you would. You would want them to, huddle around you to try to either protect you or at least stand up for you, as Ms. Poitier wants.
He killing her, too.
Oh, I'm just saying, Ms. Poitier. So what I'm saying is I'm in the process of trying to get more young people involved in the city so that we can watch out and look up to, because you guys won't be here forever. And it's up to us to take over the helm. I've even reached out to Cody Loomis, and we're in the process of trying to get something together for the young people to take over the helm of government from you guys. So I just want to say that we are watching and we will be here. That's all.